Welcome guys and gals back to Conquerors Play. Today I'm going to show you 5 best units that every person should have. Let me give you a little small tip. Now, if you come to your barrack, this is called Warband. The Warband is a set of units that you would like to take to your battle. So you won't have to go to every one of the battles and change your units individually then. And you can have a total of 3 for the sieges. Yeah, so personally I divided them into defense, offense, and field battles is for any other thing I would like to do. So you can come here, select your warband, and you're good to go. So if you come to the unit tree, you can see that in order to unlock, you need something called honor. Honor is earned through battles and some weekly quests, and also it can be earned through some other rewards. I must mention every new player should unlock at least one of these 4 trash units. They're really good at pushing towers and siege engines because you don't want to risk any of your high level units getting crushed or rained down by the enemy bows and short bows and muskets and everything they have. The Pike Militia. Now, Pike Militia is our tier 6 unit, 6-star unit. Okay, in reality, it's just a 2-star. There's only 5-star units in the game. But hey, if you ask anyone, because of its utility and how much it provides, it is actually a 6-star unit. Okay, all right. So you can see, first we're going to talk about veterancies. The only veterancy line that you should be looking for is the bottom one. Sorry, the middle one. The top one and the bottom one, not worth it because of these X2 skills. These skills provides major buffs to the unit. The bottom skill provides stuns. Whenever someone touches the pikes, they're gonna get stunned. That means they can't attack and the pike militia will kill them. And this one with that means when you're attacking, 2 enemies can be struck by a single guy, which is huge. That's double damage for you. Their only skills or unit order is their base skill. You just base them and then you stand there. So formations, they have dispersed, line, and column formation. The column formation is what you're gonna use at the most time. And they have unit traits, which you don't have to worry about for now. These are their normal stats, as you can see. So doctrines, you don't really have to um, think about it a lot because just slap whatever you have. So this brings us to our second unit, which is going to be our space sergeants, the purple space sergeant unit. So this is the only tier 4 unit that you might want to get as soon as you can. Yes, Commander. This unit is our tower shields, which will allow you to protect your allies while you're advancing in sieges or field battles, maybe in the start. And this will also allow you to play expeditions and rebel camps with maximum efficiency. Yeah, in expedition you really want to max them out so you can get that experience from those expeditions. So they have a strength of 32, maximum level 18, and they cost a leadership 220, which is fairly decent for our tier 4 unit. So first of all, let's go with the top veterancies. You want to go full bottom, you can also go full top, but I suggest you at least take this weapon perk just like Pipe Militia. So when they go into their any one of these formation, they're gonna have the ability to stun the enemies. So the formations are like this. Mostly you will be using the line formation for expeditions, the children also with expeditions, maybe in siege battles for holding the point or choke points, turtle formation advancing towards archer rainfire or something. When they're in cover commander, they're gonna stay by so your side, they're gonna cover you from all sides, they're gonna stay by you in a closed formation. So they have the other straight or unit order, which is advanced. This is especially useful when you're advancing towards an enemy. So these guys cover themselves in any formation. They're gonna have their shields on top of them, left, right, back, everywhere, except maybe the turtle formation. And then they're gonna advance towards the enemy, which is extremely helpful when you're getting fire down from fire arrows or any kind of range units. You can advance towards that range unit and kill them close range. Before we get into the archer themselves, you might want to get this, at least this trait or technology, because this increases their rate of fire by 20% in total. Now this will cost you a bit of honor points, but it's worth it. That's 20% extra rate of fire. Mind that I'm telling you, these guys have base extremely high rate of fire already. So they have a strength of 28, maximum level 16, and a leadership of 185. So let's go into the veterancies. If you wanna go top line, the only thing I'm gonna say with these guys, don't go for the bottom. But the problem is this is only applicable for a certain period of time because they have a skill called arrow rain where they lose multiple arrows, and this thing only happen during that rain of arrows. The rain of arrows has cooldown, it can't happen all the time and stuff. Also, only few arrows, even from that rain skill, will be flaming arrows. So if you go this, you will be losing a lot of these good perks from the top. For example, this 24% extra rate of fire. You see what I was talking about, faster rate of fire? And then you have another 12%. Insane, right? And then also you're gonna be getting 20% extra ammo because you will be losing ammo like oof, like bullets. These are the machine guns, I'm telling you. The single trait is the unit has a very high rate of fire. Yeah, duh. That's the only thing they need. The formation is dispersed and wings. Probably you're gonna use only this formation for the most time, but you can mess around with the wing formation. The other unit trait is of course the attack area. You can use this to attack any designated target. Yeah, that's it. Prefecture guards, just like our iron cap swordsman. This is a unit you wanna get when you start on. These are the mini iron reapers. By the way, iron reapers are like the tanks in this game, extremely hard to kill, extremely tanky, and they just wreck everyone they see. Yeah, so they're really great. So their strength is 28, maximum level of 18. The leadership cost is 180. These were my favorite units back when I was playing in the start. So let's talk about veterancies. They have two options. You either go full top or you go medium. If you go full top, you will get the ability to do the prefecture drill, which is a skill that they have. You're gonna get a lot of cooldowns on your prefecture drill, and you will also unlock the shield wall formation, which you're not gonna use that much. But in any case, if you go top line, they're gonna get really great with their prefecture drill. You charge in, and then you use your prefecture drill, and they just wreck everyone. The bottom or the medium line gives you a bit more defenses, some slight damage. They give you some cooldown on the prefecture drill, not to mention. But the main perk is their lost ability. Increases the number of soldiers each enemy can strike. Whatever. You get a gist of it. But they can strike two enemies at one swing, which makes it double damage. Yeah. So bottom line, just don't do it. It's useless. I don't even know why is it there. They should just pull it out. It does not make sense. The formation, dispersed line, and the cover commander. The cover commander formation is a bit spread out than the our space sergeants. It's much more spread out actually. They also do have a cover commander skill, which is looks exactly the same. They will surround you in this kind of smiley formation, or however you want to see it. Yeah. So dispersed formation is probably what you will be using when you're charging. Or maybe cover commander if you're doing a bit of spread out charge. But use your disperse formation and you charge in. Then you use your skill, which is prefecture drill. You deal your damage and then you pull them out with your cover commander. That's the combo you want to use. Alright, which takes it up to our final, I believe. Yeah, our final unit, which is Iron Cap Swordsman. Now, this is your step into something we call the hero killers. Yes, they only have a leadership of 115. Maximum level is 15. Their strength is 28. No brainer. You wanna go the top line for sure. It increases charge damage by 20%. Increases slashing out penetration. Reduces charge cooldown. Charging stuns enemy units, increases charge damage by another 15%, another penetration, charge cooldown, charge damage. Yeah, top line, man, top line. So, their traits: the shock troops. The unit is more effective when charging an enemy unit rather than in a sustained melee. So that's the thing with them. You charge in, you pull out. You charge in, you pull out. You charge in, you pull out. You ram, 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 ram. You don't go into sustained melee. You don't just go in, charge in, and so let's talk formation. They have three formations: dispersed, uh, which is in this formation they're going to be spread out and they're going to take less focused arrow rain or arrow fire or musket fires. So you also have shield wall, which probably you're not going to use at all, and you have the column formation, which I suggest you, just like White Militia, this is the only formation you will be using at most of the time, because your units will be in a series of lines. They will be in a column. This is a column, right? Yeah, column. So a lot of the, when you charge into another enemy unit, you will hit them with your first line, then second, and then third, and then fourth. That's what you wanna do. You wanna hit them consistently in order to get most the output of from the damage. They have two unit orders. You have the first charge towards a selected direction, dealing high damage. For each 3 units that hit the same enemy, they will deal extra damage that ignores much of the foe's defenses. And that is what makes them so unique and dangerous, even in the high tier sieges, even when if they are papers. If they hit you, you're dead, no matter how strong or what kind of hero you are. That's why it's specially specialized for hero killing, because they ignore your defenses. They have the other uh, unit order, which is Iron Recall, increases the movement speed and immediately returns to the hero. You turn this ability on, and wherever you are, they're gonna just sprint towards you, which is extremely helpful when you do the charge. So you charge in, you use this ability, and they're gonna come back to you. So at the last, I have some honorable mentions which you would really want to get, which are the units I have previously mentioned in my previous video, which you might want to watch. The 8 great tips for beginners.
Wipe them out!
So that's it for our top 5 units that you really want to have. I will talk about each and every one of the unit separately in their own dedicated video, which is gonna be coming very soon. I already have them planned, and I will be showing you tips and tricks, and how you can use them against enemies, and what you should be watching out for, and what heroes can you pair with them perfectly. And not to mention when and where to use them and how to use them, obviously.